Hey, thanks for coming in today, guys. So I'm kind of tight on time, so I'm just going to share with you some information that I have discovered that has been very dramatic in just the last 48 hours. And uh, I've stayed up till about 2 a.m. the last couple nights doing a lot of searching and research. And it's important that I bring this to you today because the Zestimates from Zillow are being changed dramatically real time, and even they're going back in time and changing, just going back a few months and shaving off values that they had shown. Last night I was finding hundreds of houses that were for sale, and the estimate was literally 100,000 to 300,000 more. And I already went back to those same houses from last night, but I didn't feel like making a video at that time. And now this estimate is within $1,000 to $2,000 of exactly the asking price. But I found a couple that they haven't adjusted yet, so I want to share this with you. This is out here in Washington. This is the King County area, and I want to show you what's going on here. $50,000 price cuts are becoming the norm here. This is a nice looking house here, high quality, and I want to show you it's been on the market for quite a while. The asking price is 1.175 million. The estimate still says that this is a house that is should be 1.3 million. So that is over 10% off. It's been on here 55 days. I want to show you just how crazy the prices have been and where they've been and where they're going. So just be patient with me here. I'm going to show a couple houses in King County, and then I'm going to show my area, Pierce County, and then show you some more shocking information that goes down into the Las Vegas and Phoenix area. So look at this house. For years there, this house was 5, 6, 7, 800,000. The pandemic hits, and it's 868,000. You know, it'd been 892 actually, right there. So high eights, and this thing just goes up like a rocket. And look at the peak, just last month. So see, they just made these changes. 1.6 million. Do you see that right there? When I hold this, look, watch this number right here. So the estimate on this house was 1.6 million a month ago, and they've now dropped it to 1.3. But the person's asking 1.2. Are we going to come back down to this trend line on these houses? The trend line comes to about right here, that the market value might be $1 million on this house. That 1.6 was insane. Let's just check out another one here. Here's another nice house in the mountain area of North Bend. And, oh, they just deleted the estimate on this one. I just had pulled this house up, but now it doesn't show it. The people are asking 1.19 million for this house. Nothing spectacular about it. It's a 2,800 square foot house, but let's go see this again. This is a totally different area. This house is about 50 miles away from that last one. Here we have a trend line. This house being worth 747,000, actually dipping. And right when the pandemic started, high 700s, right? Look at this right here. In May, they were saying this house is worth 1.4 million, and it is now at 1.19 million. And how long has this house been on the market? And these, I'm not just cherry picking. You can find hundreds of these. You just go to the King County statistics. So the number of houses, 41 days. So this house is not worth this amount. We can get out of these too. That's what I want to show you here. I'm going to go to my area, and so this is Pierce County, Washington. And you can see right here we have 2,440 listings. Folks, just a couple months ago, the available listings were generally 800 to 1,200 available. So they have gone up. They have almost tripled in the last 2 months. So that's a 200% increase. So That was something I said about a month and a half ago. If you remember, I made a video and I said inventory is done being at 2 weeks inventory. We are going to 2 months, 3 months inventory very soon. And it will not be a balanced market. And the reason is because when you have people trained to buy houses within just mere days in a short inventory market, you're not going to go back to where 6 months is a balanced market. The buying system has been totally changed down to a balanced market is going to be 1 to 2 months inventory now. So anyway, you can see this here that there's 2,440 listings. If you go back to look at my videos of the NMLS, I'll make a new one here when I have time. You'll see that active listings we're only averaging 800, 900, 1,000. So you can see we have lots of houses now popping up under 500,000. Before there was almost none, and there is a number of them. And I want to show you how people have missed the boat here. So here is a house that has been price cut $50,000 to $499. A nice 2,160 square foot house. Very nice inside. It's been updated, definitely. Well taken care of. And let's go down here and see what. So it's been on the market 20 days, so it's not worth even $499. Otherwise, it would be snatched up. We're going to go down here. And once again, these, I did not cherry pick these. You can find hundreds like this in these counties. Let's see here. What the heck? Sold for. This home sold 2 months ago? Something weird must have happened. So here, once again, we have another trend line home going along 200, 300, climbing slowly. And then spring of 2020, 370. Zillow says it was worth 566,000 at the peak just 2 months ago, and now it is not moving at 499. I didn't actually mean to close out of that, but oh well. Hang with me here. Here's another one. These people really missed the boat. Made the house look nice, but it's in an area where most of the houses up until a year ago were 300 to 400,000. So they did a cool update on this older Rambler. Color scheme, everything inside looks really nice, but they totally were tricked, in my opinion. These are flippers, and they were tricked. It's only a 1,200 square foot house. Stuff down here still sells for around $300 a square foot. I don't know why they believed that they were going to get $450 a square foot. It's been on the market 18 days. It is a popular house being saved, but I don't think they can get this thing to appraise. But check out what they paid. So these flippers bought this house, probably put $50,000 to $100,000 into fixing it up. They purchased it. Really weird here. This thing was going along at a nice trend line. You see mid 200s, upper 200s, low threes. Then it went up to where a year ago it was worth 420 supposedly. Had this crazy dip because these people were able to buy it for 368. 2 months ago they bought it for 368,000. Probably it was a beat up house. I couldn't find any evidence of that, but this is 100% new. So let's say they put 100,000 in, so they're into this thing 468,000 at this point. Zillow said it was worth 550 at the peak. They're only selling it at 489. They're not going to get it. Let's check out another one. So these are all in Pierce County. This one did go pending. I have actually done a mortgage on this house before. This is a super nice house. This person, they just dropped this estimate. I am not joking you. 10 minutes ago, the Zestimate was $510,000. They're dropping them, guys, while I'm looking at them. Let's see if it shows in the history. So just a nice older Rambler. You know, it is lived in. So look at this, though. In 10 minutes, the Zestimate on this house went down $70,000. They're updating it as I make this video. That's why I wanted to make it. 27 days on the market. Let's see if it shows. I believe it said it was worth 525 at the peak. Yep, I knew my time was short when I saw this morning that they were already, yep, they just dropped it. They dropped the price of this house in the last 10 minutes on the Zestimate. So this house was going along in the 200s, low 300s. Then you have spring of 2020, it's worth 360. And they were saying 511. No, they had this at 550 just a couple weeks ago. And then they dropped it to 510 because these people had to do two price cuts. They came out at 500 and they've dropped it down to 429. And there we are now. And now Zillow. Oh, Zillow. And now Zillow says, look at that. Now it doesn't look so bad. Well, your house is only worth 438 and you're selling it at 429. Come on. They just had it at 510 10 minutes ago. Wow. So, like I told you, we've experienced a 100 to 200% increase in listings here in Pierce County, Washington. I was tracking Las Vegas, Nevada. Some of you know I've lived there off and on in the last few years. And Las Vegas, Nevada, the reason the market was so crazy hot and houses were they were going up 5 to 10,000 a month for the last 2.5 years straight. The inventory was only 2 to 3,000 available houses in all of Clark County, which in Clark County is a very large county, but Las Vegas makes up something like 95% of the population. So it's basically Vegas. In the outskirts of Vegas, very few people live. So it had been 2 to 3,000 inventory. I was shocked last week when active inventory in that area went to 8,000. I was like, oh my goodness. We have gone from under 1 month inventory to almost 3 months inventory. Are you ready to see today? This is today. This is Clark County, Nevada. Come on, Zillow. You can see right there in the box. For whatever reason, it doesn't like me getting the mouse up there. It wants to show me other stuff. You can see that 95% of the homes are here. It does include Boulder Head and Kingman down here, which is down on the Arizona border. 13,175 listings. It was 2 to 3,000 just 30 to 60 days ago. This is incredible. The houses were $300 to $350 a square foot. Look at this nice house that just must have hit the market. $489 for 2,000 square feet. No Zestimate. They're taking the Zestimates away. We're just having to wipe them clean because we don't want you to know what we were saying this house was worth. Just crazy. You were having to pay $500,000 for a 1,500 square foot house just a few weeks ago in Las Vegas, and now you get 2,100 square feet of house. There they are down to 450. Let's see if anybody, I don't know why I'm not seeing any large. The thing in Vegas, it's kind of interesting. Oh my goodness, 265. They have not started doing large price drops there yet, even though the inventory has gone through the roof. So they are now at 3 to 4 months inventory in Las Vegas. But people are still being very sticky about their asking price. Here's one that went down. Wow, that's an amazing looking house for $399,000. Price cut of $40,000. Look at that thing. Wow. Kingman, Arizona. I stayed a couple nights in Kingman. Huh. Okay, so, here is one that I wanted to show. Okay, hey, they have not adjusted the estimate on this one yet. So these people just dropped their house to $375, folks. You can now get a house in Las Vegas, a 3-bedroom, 3-bath for $375. Let's see. And this is a nice house. So I'm picking nice houses. I'm not picking beat up houses. Let's see what the estimate is on this house. Thanks for coming in. Please like and subscribe if you would. Comment too. I love discussing the housing market and finance in general. Okay, we're getting down here. So this one, wow, it sold for $245,000 in late 19. So Zillow's claiming that they've never said this house is worth more than $405,000. Okay, well, we are done with Vegas. Now we are going to Phoenix, Arizona, where they have been having 3,000 to 4,000 listings available, and they've been running it under half of a month inventory. for since forever, almost like a year. I shouldn't say forever, for a year, up until it was about April that it started to go at 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Last week, I freaked out when it went to 15,000. It was 12,000 2 weeks ago, 15,000. Folks, right now in Maricopa County, which is where Phoenix is, right here. This is all of greater Phoenix, guys. It has a lot of suburbs. They are at 21,000 listings. They were just at 4,000. It's gone up 600%. The listings in Maricopa County in Arizona. Guys, there is no way that this can hang on. And you have to see another crazy one here. So if a lot of you aren't from the Southwest or anything, you may not know that a really popular area is Scottsdale, Arizona, where rich people like to hang out. And look at this, there's 1,500. This is just a suburb of uh, Phoenix here up in the mountains, and people really like it. It is beautiful. There's 1,500 listings. And I'm going to tell you something. You could not touch a house here in the last 3 years for under 600,000. So I don't know what the average market price has been, but I would say that they've gone from 600,000 to $1 million in Scottsdale, Arizona in the last 3 years. Here's just a basic $1 million Rambler right here, $775 for this house here. You have got to see what's going on, because if you haven't driven around here, which I've driven all around this area, I love driving around, hiking. They have so much land, and it's already been pre-developed for housing. Here's one for $825. Wait until you see this. There is developers now going in and building because they bought this land. There is thousands of acres to be developed all over the greater Phoenix area, and they're probably only into these lots 20 to 50,000. So with building materials coming down, they can build a new house. Wait until you see this. People in Scottsdale are going to be losing their mind here. This company, there is 3 companies building right now. Look at this, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot, new construction in Scottsdale, Arizona, folks. $415,000. Right next to a $1.2 million house. Here's some other builders. Look at this stuff they're building. $750,000 for 5,500 square feet. $299 plus for 1,500 square feet. They are selling new construction in Scottsdale, Arizona for $200 a square foot. Look at this right here. You got this house for $985,000. New build, $600,000. Right there, 2,000 square feet. Yes, they probably don't have all exactly the amenities, but look at this, 2,700 square feet. $699,000 new construction. And you come down here and you got 2,100 square feet for $875 on a resale. Look at this, $270. These guys are going to blow Scottsdale out of the water. They are building homes in Scottsdale for under $300,000. There has not been a house for sale in Scottsdale under $600,000 in the last 3 years. And now you can get new construction. It's here, folks. Reach out to me if you got questions, concerns, or anything. Jason Maggard, Modern Money Method. You can find me out there. All right, take care.